In this second commented video preview of Uncharted 4, we will be focusing on the hostile encounters that Drake will come across during his last adventure. The Uncharted series has always relied on this cover-based third-person shooter mechanic, however, it has not hesitated to try new things and merge genres by implementing stealth as well as hand-to-hand combat elements to spice things up. Having said that though, it was not always easy to remain stealthy and invisible to enemies in the previous games, with most encounters starting in the shadows but ending up for the most part in a large pool of blood. Having clearly learned a lot from The Last of Us, Naughty Dog has adopted a certain level of player-given freedom to approach combat situations. With the game's levels much bigger this time around, Drake and his companions benefit from another ingredient, approaching enemy camps from a much larger angle than seen before in Uncharted games. In the sequence you can see right now, some of you might be surprised to see that the arrival of the Jeep has not alerted the enemy camp. This is perhaps done by Naughty Dog not to frustrate less experienced players who might be interested in the game. That being said, we hope higher difficulty levels will offer more reactive enemies. Offering more stealth this time around comes with a few new tools which are at your disposal. To begin, there are various high vegetation areas where Drake can hide from enemies and observe their behavior to plan his approach of attack. Funnily enough, Naughty Dog has even gone to name the grass Stealth Grass. Fans of Assassin's Creed will appreciate the reference.
The place looks empty. I'd like to get it over with and move on. How long we posted? Yeah.
A new addition to the game in Uncharted 4 is an alert system which appears as an icon above the enemy heads. Based on the icon's color, you are given the opportunity and time to disappear to avoid being spotted, or to take down an enemy silently if required. This system will potentially shake the foundations of the game a bit, and is a first for the series. Drake is now also able to mark enemies using the L2 and L3 buttons. Although this is not necessary, it facilitates things quite a bit and is a tool to keep an eye on the movement of enemies. Our concern at the moment, having seen this demo, is that the reaction time of enemies is far from desired when compared to other games in the genre, and even the previous Uncharted games. However, we were very pleased to see that Nathan's companions do participate in this stealth approach and help the player get rid of the enemies. Uncharted's 4 focus and verticality with its level design is also very evident, with quite a bit of freedom left for the player to escalate this tower. The ledges required to climb the tower are numerous and well integrated into the design, which helps preserve the immersion instead of having shiny ledges. To make things even better, the animation is as natural and realistic as ever, with Drake's weight now more clearly felt and influencing the way he scales the tower, something much better than what it used to be in the previous games of the series. The grappling hook allows for some beautiful acrobatics, tarnished perhaps slightly by the feeling that Drake is somehow defying the laws of gravity to hang onto the wall. Once up in the tower, Drake can get rid of the lookout and make the best use of his sniper rifle to locate the remaining guards on patrol and mark their position. Should you decide so, you can also eventually start to open fire.
Morning, boys!
Up there! In that tower!
With a good knowledge of your surroundings, you can attempt some fantastic maneuvers such as this one. These are very simple to execute and very satisfying to pull off, especially when they're finished off by a classic finishing move. Often criticized for its lack of impact, combat in this fourth game seems to have gained a lot of precision and dynamism. Some elements of the environment can be damaged by bullets, but they were very limited in this level. Again, the grappling hook allows for some pretty cool stunts. The satisfaction gained from using the weapons we've been able to try is also very promising. The enemies also move quite a lot, and the cover system remains as fluid as ever. The only question that remains now is to wonder what other surprises are waiting for us in the rest of the adventure. However, with the game's impressive visuals and its well-oiled gameplay mechanics in full force here, it's hard to imagine how Uncharted 4 could disappoint PlayStation 4 owners. We will have the confirmation very soon though, when the game releases on May the 10th. Until then, we invite you to have a look at our detailed preview article accompanying these two commented video previews.